Greetings. Greetings of peace. Original family, all of humanity. I am Melchezidek Kenny Muhammad. Welcome to Supreme Wisdom Daily Reading Courses. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. And it is approximately 7:25 a.m. And forgive me for being a little slow, but things are going to speed up in a moment. Before we begin our daily reading, we want to offer a treat, which I call my manifesto. My manifesto will be a expression, my interpretation of something inspired by the reading, something inspired by the words from Supreme Wisdom. We've heard the expression for Muslim only, for registered Muslims only. We hear the language or the expression, you're born a Muslim. We're all born Muslim. We've heard the expression that Islam is peace. Muslim, we've heard these expressions, we're all Muslims. We've heard the expressions, Jerusalem. Okay, these are Arabic words. Islam, Jerusalem, Islam, Muslim. Okay, we hear the similar sound, which means peace. Salam means peace. Jerusalem is land of peace. Muslim is the lover of peace. Again, Islam is the life of peace, the way of life of peace. Okay, so we see in Arabic the root word. Okay, so when we are born, we're born in our mother's womb, and in there is peace, even though all around us is confusion, okay, war, rumors of war, okay, killings, domestic violence, but inside the womb there is peace. And we hear the term conception. We're going to bring all of this together. We just want to give little working definitions of the terms we have heard as it relates to understanding who we are in relationship to the Creator. Okay, conception. We know when the egg meets the sperm, we have conception. Immaculate. That is an immaculate conception. Immaculate conception happens when sperm meets egg. Immaculate conception has been designated for one person. It was in the story of the birth of Jesus, and that was an immaculate conception. Okay. Okay. That's an elementary intellectual interpretation. Now let's level up. Let's upgrade that understanding of immaculate conception. Just looking at the definition of immaculate, it means perfect. Okay, clean. All right. So every conception, every time a sperm meets an egg, it is immaculate conception. What makes it immaculate? What makes it immaculate is the fact that it is breathing. What makes it immaculate is the fact that it has the essence of the Creator. The breath is the essence of the Creator. Try not breathing. Hold your breath. Go ahead, hold your breath. As you're holding your breath and you realize at some point you're going to have to start breathing. That is pure, basic, clean, okay, immaculate conception. In the womb, when the baby is there in peace, the baby is in the presence of the mother, and we want to just stay with immaculate conception. Okay. The baby is pure. What's in the baby is pure. And what's in the baby that is pure is the blood. It's very important because in that blood there is communication, information. There's a brain. The brain knows everything. The brain forgets nothing. In that brain there is a memory, like a computer. You have memory. In the brain there is communication, genetic education that extends from the beginning to infinity. And this communication is traveling 24 billion miles per second. Thought travels 24 billion miles per second. Let's say information highway. The information highway is like north and south, east and west. If you're traveling north and south, you're traveling on odd number roads. North and south are 71, 75 numbers, Route 75, Route 71, 270, okay, north and south. Well, east and west are even numbers, okay? 60, Route 50, okay, Route 70, they're going east and west, okay? Well, the brain has an information highway. When you're traveling on the road, you have like inner belt. Inner belts are the 3 numbers, 271. Okay, well, you think you're going south because the number is 271, but it's an interbelt. Okay, all right, 280. You think you're going east, but it's an interbelt. It's an interbelt around the city. Okay, so this city is the holy city. Your brain is the holy city, and it has an interbelt. And the interbelt around your holy city has information, and that memory, okay, of information is traveling to 24 billion miles per second. And this information is there, okay? So we accept the expression that the subconscious mind does not forget anything. And there are three minds. The subconscious mind, the conscious mind is the open-eyed, awake mind. And when you're asleep, you're unconscious. You're unconscious when you're asleep. It's a temporary death, some people call it, but it's unconscious. You're asleep. But then the unconscious mind, or some people call it the superconscious. Well, that mind doesn't forget anything. Okay? That's the mind of God, some people say, the mind that doesn't forget anything. Okay. So that part of the brain that does not forget anything, that's that information highway, this, okay, the WWW, the World Wide Web, okay. And so this information highway is the memory that doesn't forget anything. Okay, now, this brain is called the 10th planet. There are 9 celestial planets, okay? Earth is a planet. Mars is a planet, okay? Venus is a planet. Well, the brain also is a planet. And it being the 10th planet with an information highway, an interbelt, okay, where information travels, we in the womb have information given to us genetically. Okay? It's called genetic education. And in that education, you have information about your relationships with people, human experiences. Human experiences from the beginning of time to, okay, the time when your mother and father, okay, had immaculate conception. Well, this information related to human experiences is there. Now, what happens is we're born in peace inside the womb. That makes us family. How is that so? You have a father, you have a mother, you bleed. The blood is the recipe put together by the first thinker. The first thinker placed a code in the blood. The algorithm, the code, is the creator, the essence of the creator. All of what the creator is, it's located in the blood. In the center of the blood, in the center of every blood cell, is where the creator places self, itself, himself, its balance, male and female, yin and yang, positive and negative. It's still, it doesn't move, it's there. That's the essence of the creator in every blood cell. That's what makes us family. That's what makes us family. That's what makes us perfect, righteous, lovers of peace, balance, harmony. Now, it doesn't matter the color. We're blood brothers. We're blood sisters. We're family. Because we are born, you are a registered Muslim. You're a registered Muslim. Are you registered because you have a birth certificate? Are you registered because you have a social security number? Are you registered because you have a driver's license? No, you are registered because you are birthed. You had an immaculate conception. That is your registration. So you'll hear the expression for registered Muslims only. This information from Supreme Wisdom given to us by Master Farrakhan Muhammad is in fact for all of humanity. It is the information that connects with the center of every blood cell. Okay. Once the information makes contact with the center of every blood cell, that supreme wisdom is now performing a defrag of viruses. Okay? The supreme wisdom is now cleaning up the bugs, okay, all the cookies, okay, the files, okay. It's defragging the memory, the motherboard. It's uploading, okay. It's upgrading, okay. It's clearing out, okay. Now, you trust that this antivirus that you put into your computer is doing what it does, right? Well, Supreme Wisdom is, again, an antivirus that takes the information like racism, okay, the information like white supremacy. Okay. Those are viruses. Those are old programs. That's what we call technology. Those are old tricks. okay? The teachings of Yaqub. Those are, okay, old programs. So now you must put in a new, okay, antivirus that's going to, okay, upgrade your software, okay? So your algorithms can keep up with the information highway. All right. So now that your essence has been refreshed, okay? The essence of the Creator in every blood cell is now refreshed. Because of the Supreme Wisdom Daily Course reading, we can now appreciate how all of humanity can participate with being grafted back into original. How so? We've been grafted away from the original. Okay? We've been mixed with all kinds of race mixing. Let's use that. Race mixing, okay, mixes up the blood. You take the blood of a black person and you mix it with the blood of a yellow person, and you get, okay, race mixing. So race mixing, okay, is a grafting. So, but at the same time, the essence of the Creator is still there. So because we say, you know, we're the mothers and fathers of civilization, all people come from, okay, our essence, our blackness, okay, then again, the mother and father of civilization have children. That makes everyone on the planet our children. And our children have our essence. Our children have our essence in their blood. So everyone on the planet Earth has the essence of the darkness in the center of every blood cell. In the center of every blood cell, we have the dark essence of the divine mind. The original thinker has placed his essence there in every blood cell. So through this process of race mixing, you can never eliminate the holy, perfect, immaculate essence of the Creator. It's breathing, it's oscillating, it's resonating, okay? It's emitting electrical, okay? what happens in the process of race mixing, color becomes a trick. Okay, that's part of the trick. What makes it a trick is the information about, supremacy, white supremacy, just supremacy. I am better. The whole thought that I am better. Let's level up. We're equal, not one better than the other. We're equal because of the essence, okay, of the blood cell. Because of the holiness, pure, clean, calm, peace, and harmony in every blood cell. That's what makes us, okay, family. Now, this explanation is my interpretation, and that's the little extra. This is my manifesto, and we kind of offer this before the reading of Supreme Wisdom today, because it was a thought in my mind before while I was laying down, and I wanted to share that as a introduction to Supreme Wisdom daily reading courses for Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. We're 27 minutes into this. We'll come back to the thought another time. But we wanted to, again, just offer that as a treat to kind of get our intellectual juices flowing before reading. And this manifesto or interpretation is going to be offered, as a little bonus, for those who are purchasing the information, through the website. So that's the extra. At some point, we will have the Supreme Wisdom daily courses available without the manifestos. However, the manifestos at this particular time are a little bonus, little infomercials, if you will. So the manifestos will be ebooks that will be available coming soon. Okay. Thank you for allowing my intellect property to link up with your intellect property. And we will now participate with the master link. Supreme Wisdom is a master link. This information is shared with us from our divine, supreme intellect property coming through Supreme Mother Tainetta Muhammad. And she shares with us that the language that you're listening to in Supreme Wisdom is a combination of numbers, letters, okay, words, And every combination lock has a combination, a design pattern of numbers to, in fact, unlock the lock. A combination lock has a design pattern to unlock the lock. The supreme wisdom has a design pattern of numbers, letters, words to unlock, okay, the gateway to the information highway, okay, the inner belt, to allow your individual intellectual property to get on to the supreme wisdom highway. Supreme wisdom highway, what's that? The supreme wisdom highway would be the highway to connect your mind with the mind of the originator, because the originator has supreme, information that he wants, that can be communicated to you, and it's going to be communicated to you through this process. And again, it's already in you. Keep in mind, there's information already in you, that's predetermined information. It's preloaded. It's already coded, into that algorithm. And the algorithm is that immaculate conception. Once the sperm meets the egg, that algorithm is originally perfectly clean and peaceful, and it's ready now for information. We will begin the Wednesday Supreme Wisdom reading. This should take every bit of 10 minutes. Let's put the timer on. Mistakes shall not exist among the laborers of Islam at no time. The ministers' class must study and prepare themselves for examination as soon as they are able to. Everyone's final examination will be before Allah, our Savior, which will include all of the forms of lessons, #ones, answers, and all the problems, and a general review of the 3½ years of labor. Absence in the minister's class must always be investigated. Each Muslim should know all of this by heart. It is all his and her own. The time is ripe for us to reclaim our own, which is knowledge, understanding, and a high civilization. We all are equipped physically and mentally to accomplish the said above with little study. Young, old, men, women, and children. The MGT and GCC should study along with the training, report their progress along with the rest. Lost Found Muslim lesson number 2. This lesson is answered very near correct, and all students should read and study it until he or she can recite it by heart. Quote unquote, Prophet W.D. Farrakhan. First term examination assignment of Mr. Elijah Muhammad. The following questions must be answered by self. First question. Who made the Holy Quran or Bible? How long ago? Will you tell us why does Islam renew her history every 25,000 years? The Holy Quran or Bible is made by the original people, who is Allah, the Supreme Being, or Black Man of Asia. The Quran will expire in the year 25,000. 9,080 years from the date of this writing. The Nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. The planet Earth, which is the home of Islam and is approximately 25,000 miles in circumference. So the wise man of the East, Black Man, makes history or Quran to equal his home circumference, a year to every mile, and thus every time his history lasts 25,000 years, he renews it for another 25,000 years. What is the circumference of the planet Earth? 24,896 miles, approximately 25,000 miles. What is the diameter of the planet Earth? 7,926 miles. 7,926 miles. What is the total square mileage of the planet Earth? 196,940,000 miles. 196,940,000 miles. How much is the land and water? 57,255,000 square miles of land, 139,685,000 square miles of water. What is the total weight of our planet? 6 sectillion tons, a unit followed by 21 ciphers. How far does our planet travel per hour? 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. What makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? The Earth is approximately 3/4 covered underwater. Approximately 3/4 of its surface, the sun, the moon, having attracting power. The sun and the moon having attracting power on our planet, while our planet making the terrific speed of 1,037 1/3 miles on its way around the sun. The sun draws this water up into the Earth's rotation, which is called gravitation, in a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. But as this mist ascends higher, and increasing with other mist of water in different currents of the atmosphere until when she becomes heavier than gravitation, then she distills back to the earth in the form of drops of water or drops of ice, which depends on how heavy the mist was in the current of air it was in. There are some layers or currents of air, real cold and warm, and some very swift and changeable. So when the water strikes one of these cold currents, it becomes solid ice in small round drops in form, or in a light fluffy form, which is called snow. But this water is not ever drawn above 6 miles from the earth's surface by the sun and the moon. The reason it rains back on our planet is because it cannot get out of the earth's sphere. With its high speed of rotating around the sun makes it impossible. Earthquakes are caused by the Son of Man by experimenting on high explosives. In fact, all the above is caused by the Son of Man. Why does the devil teach the 85% that a mystery God brings all this? To conceal the true God, which is the Son of Man, and makes slaves out of the 85% by keeping them worshiping something he knows they cannot see, impossible, invisible. And he lives and makes himself rich from their labor. The 85% knows that it rains, hails, and snows. Also hear it thunder above his head. But they do not try to learn what it is that causes all this to happen by letting the 5% teach them. He believes in the 10% on face value. What is that mystery God? There is not a mystery God. The Son of Man has searched for that mystery God for trillions of years and was unable to find a mystery God. So they have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. So they lose no time searching for that does not exist. Will you sit at home and wait for that mystery God to bring you food? Emphatically no. Me and my people who have been lost from home for 379 years have tried this so-called mystery God for bread, clothing, and a home, and we receive nothing but hard times, hunger, naked, and out of doors. Also was beat and killed by the ones who advocated that kind of God, and no relief came to us until the Son of Man came to our aid by the name of our prophet, W.D. Farrakhan. Tell us why the devil does not teach that. Because he desires to make slaves out of all he can, so that he can rob them and live in luxury. What brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? They continue daily to teach the 85% that all this that you see, such as rain, snow, hail, and earthquakes, comes from that mystery God that no one will ever be able to see until he dies. This is believed by the 85%. The 10% knows that when man dies, that he will never come back and tell the living whether he lived or not, because the dead is never known to return from the grave. All the history of Islam never reveals anything that no man has ever been able to come back from a physical death, but there is a chance for mental death, because the lost found was once dead mentally, and many of them revived from it, but they were not physically dead, only mentally dead. Who is the 85%? The uncivilized people, poison animal eaters, slave from mental death and power, people who do not know the living God or their origin in this world, and they worship that they know not what, who are easily led in the wrong direction but hard to lead into the right direction. Who is the 10%? The rich, the slave makers of the poor, who teach the poor lies to believe that the Almighty, true and living God, is a spook and cannot be seen by the physical eye, otherwise known as the bloodsuckers of the poor. Who is the 5% in the poor part of the earth? They are the poor, righteous teachers who do not believe in the teachings of the 10% and are all wise and know who the living God is and teach that the living God is the Son of Man, the Supreme Being, the black man of Asia, and teach freedom, justice, and equality to all the human family of the planet Earth, otherwise known as civilized people. Also is Muslim and Muslim sons. What is the meaning of civilization? One having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and is not savage. Pursuit of happiness. What is the duty of a civilized person? To teach the uncivilized people who are savage, civilization, righteousness, the knowledge of himself, the science of everything in life, love, peace, and happiness. If a civilized person does not perform his duty, what must be done? If a civilized person does not perform his duty, which is teaching civilization to others, they should be punished with a severe punishment. Ezekiel chapter 3, 18th verse. St. Luke chapter 12, 47 verse. What is the prescription, what is the prescribed law of Islam, of said person of that ability? That the civilized person is held responsible for the uncivilized, and he must be punished by the nation of Islam. Who was the founder of Unalike Attract and Like Repel? An original man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub, born 20 miles from the holy city Mecca in the year 8400. How old was the founder? When Yaqub was 6 years old, while playing with two pieces of steel, he discovered one piece had magnetic in it, and the other piece did not. Then he learned that the piece with magnetic attracted the piece that did not have magnetic in it. Then he told his people that when he was old enough, he would make a nation that would be unalike, and he would teach them tricknology, and they would rule for 6,000 years. That completes the 22 talking points for Wednesday. The Supreme Wisdom daily reading courses have 22 talking points. The very same 22 talking points are read every Wednesday. The same Wednesday 22 talking points are read every Wednesday. The very same 22 talking points for Thursday are different than Wednesday. Yet those Thursday 22 talking points are read every Thursday. And likewise, the 22 talking points for Saturday are not like the 22 talking points for any other day. Those very same 22 talking points for that particular day are read on that particular day. Now, we want to keep this inside 1 hour. It's been 52 minutes. It took a little longer than we anticipated. We want to thank you for allowing our divine mind to connect with your divine mind. Thank you for allowing our intellect property to participate with your intellect property. And we want to forever, thank Mother Tanetta Muhammad, with undying gratitude for presenting us with the Supreme Wisdom Daily Reading Courses, because this will fast track our development with improving our willpower and desire, our memory. It will fast track our working with our Savior that's in our midst. The most Honorable Minister Farrakhan is our Savior in our midst. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And we who have the Supreme Wisdom, we have a leg up. We have an opportunity to fast track with this information. We can fast track our development. We can level up and upgrade again our willpower, improve our memory. We can, qualify ourselves for positions, awaiting us as we help to arise and awaken, our people, all of humanity, who want to get back into that right thinking, into that right mind, into that Christ mind, and be about the business of establishing the kingdom of God on earth. This community of Christ, has to have that Christ mind. We have to be one in one accord. And somehow, in a very supernatural way, the Supreme Wisdom Daily Reading Course materials performs that lobotomy, I call it. It performs a balance. It performs a equilibrium and a harmony, where we can resonate, across the planet, in one accord, and we can resonate and vibrate, in a oneness. We can be in, again, harmony, with the instructions, coming, from the originator through Minister Louis Farrakhan, through that line of divine, that communication, line, that divine line of communication. And we will know by tuning in, which way to go, what to do, in the way of righteousness. We'll know, how to work with the opposite of righteousness, all praises are due to the Most High. The human family, I want to greet you with peace. All of humanity, and my brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam. This is a righteous competition, to challenge all those who have supreme wisdom to participate with this reading courses. This is righteous competition. Just do it. Every day, the way it's been prescribed. Just do it. And you'll realize some benefit. Have no fear. Just read it as it's prescribed to us. Have no doubt that it's going to, upgrade, us as upgrade our knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. There's so much more that I want to say, but we're 59 minutes into this, and peace and love.